There was once a woman named Emma. She was 35 years old and the loving mother of two beautiful children. Her daughter Lily, who was 11, and her son Ethan, who was just 7. These children were her entire world. She loved them more than anything in life. But life had never been easy for Emma. She lost her mother when she was still a child. A few years later, her father passed away too. Then came the heartbreak that nearly broke her. After 12 years of marriage, her husband walked away. Their son, Ethan, was only 2 years old at that time. Her husband said he didn't love her anymore and simply left. He never looked back. He never called. He never sent a single dollar to help. It was as if he had erased them from his life. From that moment on, Emma was completely alone. She had no family to support her. No big house, no savings, just a small rented apartment in Peace Haven and 2 children who depended on her for everything. Every month was a battle. Paying rent, buying food, trying to make ends meet. Emma had no college degree, and few job options. But one thing she had was strength. She never gave up. Emma worked as a home nurse, visiting people who were sick or elderly. She took care of them, gave them their medicine, cooked their food, and helped with anything they needed. In addition, she also cleaned homes and offices. She had no company, no team, just herself and a bag of cleaning supplies. She scrubbed floors, washed toilets, and worked long hours, even late into the night. Some clients were kind, others were not. Some even refused to pay her fully. But Emma never stopped. She worked when she was tired. She worked when she was unwell. She worked when she wanted to cry. At night, she would quietly watch her children sleep. She would kiss their foreheads, hold their tiny hands, and whisper, "I love you." She wanted to give them a better life, a happy life, one she never had. But life had one more test in store for her. One rainy evening after finishing a late shift as a nurse, Emma was walking home with Lily and Ethan. The storm was heavy. The street was dark. She held both children close as they walked quickly through the empty roads. "Mama, I'm cold," Ethan said softly. "I know, sweetheart." "We're almost home," she replied, wrapping her scarf around him. And then a sudden light, a loud crash. Everything went black. When Emma opened her eyes, she was in a hospital bed. The ceiling above her was blue. Beeping machines surrounded her. Her body ached. Her head was heavy. Her voice was dry. But one thought burned in her heart. Her children. Where were Lily and Ethan? With trembling lips, she whispered their names. A nurse came and gently told her, "They're safe. They're right here." Tears filled Emma's eyes. A moment later, her 2 children ran into the room crying. "Mama." They hugged her tightly and kissed her face. Emma broke into tears. But then came more news, and it wasn't good. The doctor told her she had a broken leg and needed surgery and full rest. Emma panicked. She had no time to rest. Who would pay the rent? Who would feed her children? As if that wasn't enough, she learned something worse. During the accident, she had fallen into the front of a luxury store, breaking the glass display. The owner demanded $25,000 in damages. She also lost all the cleaning supplies she had borrowed from a friend. Emma had nothing. She broke down in the hospital room, covering her face and crying. Her children cried too. She had reached the end. No strength left, no hope. But then something unexpected happened. The next day, her story was shared on the internet. People began to read about Emma and her children. They saw the photos. They saw the pain. And many of them, complete strangers, wanted to help. Donations started to arrive. People sent messages of support. Kindness poured in. Then one day, Emma received a phone call. A deep voice said, "I heard your story. I want to help." Emma was afraid. "Who are you?" she asked. "You'll see soon," the voice replied. 2 days later, a group of people arrived at the hospital. They brought flowers and warm clothes for Lily and Ethan. And then a young man walked in. He sat beside Emma and smiled. "You don't know me," he said. "But I know you." Emma was confused. "Why do you want to help me?" she asked. "Because I can," the young man replied. Emma began to cry. "I don't know what to say." "You don't have to say anything," he told her gently and held her hand. That young man, whose name was Oliver, and his team paid for all of Emma's hospital bills. She didn't owe a single dollar. But that wasn't all. A few days later, Oliver took Emma and her children to a beautiful house. "This is for you," he said. "For me?" Emma whispered in disbelief. "Yes," he replied. "You don't have to pay rent anymore. This is your home." Emma dropped to her knees and wept. Her children hugged her tightly. "Is this real?" she asked. "Yes," they said. "It's real." Emma held her children close and whispered, "We have a home." Later, Oliver asked Emma, "What is your biggest dream?" She wiped her tears and said, "I want to open a salon." And a few months later, she did. Emma became a proud businesswoman. She was no longer just a struggling nurse or a cleaning lady. She was strong, happy, independent. She never forgot Oliver. He had changed her life. He had taught her something powerful: even in the darkest times, kindness can find you. There are still good people in this world. People who care, who give, and who change lives. Emma began with nothing. But with hope, courage, and the kindness of strangers, she found everything. So no matter how hard life feels, never give up. A better tomorrow may be closer than you think.